Leave us a comment down below. What was your favorite?
I'm like, God tells us to love thy neighbor. So it's kind of like, it's
but what if you don't love your neighbor? I don't love my neighbor.
My neighbors.
Butterflies.
I'm so sorry. It's always like this when we're recording together.
Yes. You make me nervous.
I'm sorry. I do not want that effect on you.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Lala. Hi, welcome to my channel. And if you're returning, then hey, what's up? How you doing? Today, I have a guest, a very special guest. You should know her already. Her name is Luna of Sulu Lux Life. Subscribe to her channel. So we're gonna be interviewing each other, just asking each other a few questions. You know, just a fun little wrap-up video for the end of the year.
Yes. Interview wrap-up. We could just call it that.
Yeah.
Interview wrap-up. We really had no idea what to call this video.
Yo, I'm trying to be formal, like. Anyway, so there's gonna be two parts of this video. You're watching the first part, and then there's gonna be more on her channel. So definitely subscribe, click the link below. The video will be linked below, and it's gonna pop up at the end of this video.
Yes.
So definitely watch both videos. So if you're interested and you wanna see me and my best friend interview each other, then just keep on watching.
So, okay, first off, thank you for agreeing to do this, because we have been talking about doing a collab video together, and we were getting into the conversation of like accomplishments and just reflecting on the year, and we thought it would be a great video to share on our channels. And with like the weekly vlogs that you have shared on your channel, you've opened up so much. Like, you've opened up about your ups, your downs.
Yeah.
Like, how have you learned to manage all of that and sharing it with us and your channel?
I kind of just realized, as a content creator and wanting to be authentic and have a authentic, strong relationship with you guys who watch and come back and support me every week, I feel like I need to open up sometimes. And I even had a friend tell me, like, she really enjoys a content creator because she's so open with her life. And there are times that I cut out a lot that I sit here and rant about, and I'm like, that's too much. But I do want to give people a little bit of insight on me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, I don't have an exact code to how I manage it. I just share what I can, and you know, if I'm comfortable with putting it out, I do. If I feel like it's a little bit too much, I'll cut it out, I take it back. But yeah, that's basically it. Did I answer it good?
I mean, girl, that's on you to answer.
I hope I understood it.
I just feel like, you know, I love watching your vlogs. I'm a big vlog girly. There are, you know, a few vlogs that I be giving you so much praise about because it's just very aspirational. I feel like you share things on there that are relatable and things that we discuss in the comments down below. And of course, as you're growing, there's more people joining in, and like eventually I see that being, you know, a way for your audience to really share and have a community about just, you know, liking the similar things that you do and you share. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch, even when you share about like just the ups, the downs. Not getting too much into details, just watch a few of the vlogs. You will know, and you will like understand what it is that I mean by ups and downs. Yeah. Because, you know, it's not always sunshines and rainbows, and I feel like majority of the time we come to YouTube as a way of escapism.
Yes.
And the fact that you're even that considerate, like you're going through your stuff and you're like, I don't want to be that person that is an oversharer. And I get that. I respect that. We get too into like wrapped up in all the negative, but the fact that you push through it and you're like, let's focus on the positive. We have enough negativity. Like, let's just make a beautiful, fun weekly vlog.
Yeah.
Like, that's the vibe I always get. And I'm like, this is nice. Like, the vibe is always, let me get my coffee, let me get my drink, let me sit, let me listen, let me gas with the drama sometimes. I love it. I love it. I think you do a really good job at executing that.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Just
wanted
wanted to say that.
Thank you.
Girl, like, I love it. I love it.
Overall, I just want to be as relatable as I can. I don't want anyone to feel like a lot of people that comment, not a lot of people, but people will comment down below and tell me that they love my personality and they feel like a relatability with me. So that's important to me. So.
Yes, I like that. Because I'm like, you know, we're here just sharing who we are, what we like, and there are people that think the same way. And it's nice to be like, oh my gosh, I like that. I can do that too. Why didn't I think of that?
Yep.
Let me take myself out. Like, that's the vibe I get. I see you going out and about and I'm like, let me go out too. I want to go out and about. Let me get that vibe too. Because it's so easy. Like, you just have to get up and just do it. Love it. Love vlogs.
I love your vlogs. Be on replay while I sleep. If I'm not in a good mood, I'm putting on Sulu Lux Life. I even watch her sister too. It's Karina Luna.
It's Karina Luna. She's getting consistent. Yeah. I'm excited
Shout
for her.
Shout out to you, Karina girl. So, my question to you, my first question is, what are some of your biggest takeaways this year from your experiences with YouTube? Because I know that we have our conversations about, you know, what we deal with on YouTube when it comes to the videos that we upload and how we feel about the way we are pushed in the algorithm on the platform, and sometimes we notice things can be unfair, views get taken away, and also, you know, just the overall interactions that you get with your subscribers, like new people coming to your channel or people returning. Like, if anything that you've experienced so far in your YouTube career, if anything has been, you know, very helpful and insightful and useful for you to become a better content creator in your own way, what would that one thing be that is like your biggest takeaway so far?
I feel like my biggest takeaway on the platform is just to be consistent. I feel like I keep saying that, and I think that even listening to other content creators talk about how they went from having like a low amount of subscribers to just spiking it, like it's spiking, or they're getting a consistent amount of people subscribing to their channels. I feel like they all tend to kind of say the same thing, where it's like, don't focus on the numbers, just focus on what you're doing. It is easier said than done, but it's like once you start focusing on just being consistent, on just putting all and everything, because I feel like I know my growth has been slow, but I'm also really grateful that it's slow, because I'm still having the chance to really experiment with the content that I put out, both when it's sit downs and even what I choose to put on my weekly vlogs. I know that I still have to, in a way, I kind of feel like I have to prove myself on the platform, like I am someone worth pushing because I am consistently posting. That's just like the main one. It's just about consistently posting, because I do believe that, I know that I'm like this, it takes me a while to subscribe to someone whom I find interesting. And if I see myself that I tend to binge too, like I tend to go back and binge a lot of their videos if I already find them to be a like interesting YouTuber. I think that way. So of course, if my aim is to kind of get more bingers, I would have to just keep pushing content out. That's why I did Vlogmas the way that I did this year, which is being more heavily focused on sit downs than on vlogs. Like, yes, I'm still vlogging, but I'm trying to challenge myself in posting more sit down videos. So like y'all get a variety of different topics, different style videos, and y'all can pick and choose based on how much likes I see on one video. It'll kind of give me a clear on, okay, let me put another video similar to this one to respond to the likes and engagement to this video. But overall, it's just consistency. We're new, because I tell you too, I'm like, just keep posting. Like, we're still pretty new. We need to just push through just like the emotional of it all and just keep reminding ourselves why we're doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
I've learned it to enjoy editing, because at first I kind of was like, I liked it, but I like filming more. And then it's like when you gotta chop everything up, put the music and everything, it was a gradual love. It wasn't right away. Like, now I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
I sit in my bed, wherever it is, and I'm just like, I literally now hype myself up. Like, when I'm done editing a video and I'm like, it's beautiful, I love it, best thing I've made thus far. Like, now that's how I feel. It wasn't like that in the beginning. So you have to push through that.
Yeah.
You have to stay disciplined and consistent. Disciplined, consistent. That's like my biggest takeaway with that. And I feel like the rest will follow. Eventually you'll find your audience. There's an audience for everything. There is. Like, I be seeing, and this is in no means to be taken a bad way, but I've seen some boring content creators and the amount of views they get, the subscribers, and I'm like, how? But it just proves to me, like, yes, there is an audience for everything. So I'm like, okay, we need to speak about the style, your fashion sense. You have a great sense of style.
Thanks.
Do you feel like your style has changed this year? If so, how? And what are some staples in your wardrobe?
Okay. I do feel like my style has changed a little bit. A little bit. Because I feel like I'm just getting older, and there's certain things that I used to wear that I just don't feel comfortable in anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to wear things that I feel are flattering. And yeah, I feel like basically that's why my wardrobe, my style is changing, because I just want to feel good in what I'm wearing. Before, I would just buy clothes. I would go on Fashion Nova, just get anything. I didn't care about material. If it was cheap and it looked good, I would get it. Even still, now I get things that aren't as pricey. But like, that's why I really appreciate Micah's, because their material is good and their pricing is not too up there.
Yeah.
You know, there's ways to find things that are affordable but still good quality.
Yeah.
And I feel like some staple pieces that I have would definitely be my Wolford bodysuits. I think I wear them a little bit too much.
But they look good.
Yeah, and it's like you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Throw on a blazer and some pants, you're good. Other than those, I guess my blazers would be my other staple pieces.
I like it.
And that's really it. The rest, I'm kind of like, I want to just get rid of everything, because nothing fits how I want it to fit anymore. I just want a bunch of new stuff. Yeah. That's my answer.
Yeah.
What's something that you value more than love or money?
Time.
I knew that was gonna be your answer.
Time. And it's crazy because, okay, we were talking about that yesterday, because, okay, so while we were out and about, and this was when we went to our first restaurant spot, I was saying how I value time. I'm like, at the end of the day, time is the one thing that you give and you can never get back. Time is unforgiving. That's the way time is. Time just simply goes on. And I think that because I value that so much is why I've become much more selective with who I spend my time with, how I spend my time, and what I choose to do with that time. I think that that's another reason why I cut back on my drinking habit, because it used to be bad, but now it's pretty like social and good and healthy. I don't want to waste time recovering when I could have just been responsible from the get-go, taking care of myself the night before,
Yes.
and I can continue on doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing the following day. And also, we need to I'm learning how to, understand myself to where I give myself the time to rest. I give myself the time to recover, because that's just as important. Like, I'm noticing things that drain me quicker, so I avoid it, and again, saves me time. It all boils down to that.
Yeah.
Just, I value time. So I make the most of my time I work a 9 to 5, and when I'm not working the 9 to 5, I'm making content, because I'm trying to find the time to give myself more of it and to do things that I really want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, time.
Time is the one thing that you can't do nothing about. You
And
can't
it's super
change it,
valuable.
fix it, flip it, nothing.
Nothing, yeah. And that's what I consider more valuable than money, love, because if I decide to spend time with you, that is a way that I show love. Quality time is a love language of mine. That's a top one.
Yeah.
Quality time.
I thought to ask you that because someone asked me before, like, if I had to choose between love or money, what would I choose? And I kind of thought, like, there's other things, So
Yeah. Dang, but if it is that, those are the two options, what would you choose?
You know what's crazy? I said money back then, but now I'm like, you know what? I don't mind a little love, but I feel like money I choose for survival. Love I would choose based off time. It's like something you can't get back, and it's like I want to be able to experience love and give love in my time that I'm here. Mm-hmm. But also it's like I don't want to be struggling in this time that I'm here. So it's kind of hard to choose between the two, honestly.
Okay. I would choose money.
Yeah.
I think love, that whole debate of, do you think love is a feeling? Is it that a feeling or a choice?
Technically, love is a feeling. It's an emotion. You can't choose to love or not.
I feel like it's a choice. We're like contradicting.
Well, if you have a kid and you love the kid, you can't choose to not love your kid. You grow love.
I'm like, I just go based off of the logic of God tells us to love thy neighbor. So it's kind of like,
But what if you don't love your neighbor? I don't love my neighbor.
I mean, I cannot stand my neighbor. I cannot stand my neighbor. I think it's that. I'm like, I don't think love thy neighbor means how. It's not that infatuation. I think it's about whenever we love someone, I think that it's just, there's like a level of respect, that us giving respect is a form of love. I think. I'm just trying to make sense of how to word it correctly. There are moments in life where clearly I'm like, we fall into temptation. We're gonna fall into temptation. And we decide to either go through with it, or we're like, actually, no, I'm not gonna do it because I love myself. Like, you were working out, you shouldn't eat cake. You choose not to eat cake because you love yourself and you want to be the best version you want to be. So you decide not to eat the cake because you love yourself. I'm like that kind of logic when it comes to love.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's how I think. I think it's just like how people say self-love, self-respect is a form of self-love. That's kind of like how I'm piecing it together.
Okay, I get your drift. I get you.
Because I'm like, I've been with, I've been in relationships, I've been in the dating like phase where I'm not like head over heels with the guy, but the guy treats me so nice and respectful. Like that's always been the biggest thing for me is respect. They treat me so respectful that I'm like, I love you. Like I love this. Yeah. Okay. That's how I see it.
I get it.
But I get the emotion because it's just like that spark. I get it too. Okay, this is the last question. What is some advice or words of wisdom you would like to share for people not only who want to be in the content creator space, but just aspire to work towards their dream life?
Just do it, like Nike. Like that's always gonna be my response. That's the first step of anything. Just do it. A lot of the time, I feel like I have always thought, like you kind of think certain things aren't meant for you. You could feel like a discouragement. All right, let's say you want to be a content creator and you see all these YouTube creators on YouTube and you just think the space is oversaturated. But then when you go to McDonald's, do you look at the employees and think, oh my God, there's just so many McDonald's employees. Like, they just shouldn't hire anyone else. Like, the next person isn't gonna mess up. The next person isn't gonna call out, get all these markups, and then get fired. They're gonna need more employees. It's like, there's just always room for everyone in any space, I feel.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, just do it because you never know how you're gonna fit in the space. So that's my biggest thing. Just start somewhere, but also plan. I feel like when I first started YouTube, I was just jumping in, trying to do anything, like what you say, throw something to the wall and see what sticks.
Yes.
But now I actually sit and have thought and plan things out. So take the time to plan quality over quantity, and just do it, like Nike. Check, bitch.
Yes, I like that.
Okay, so now we got some bonus questions. Those were, more serious, but now we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. But again, definitely go over to her channel. Everything will be linked down below because I'm interviewing her more heavier on her channel. So yeah, let's get into, a little bit of tea. I'm gonna ask you first though.
Okay. So something got in my eye, a little fuzzy, and now it got pink. So just in case.
Disregard.
Cause I'm like my eye was bothering me. Even like there's gonna be parts while you're editing that I'm like trying to pull it out of the way, but not be so in my face,
I just really want to know what the fuck it is.
Girl, it's one of these little fuzzies.
What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure. What's my guilty pleasure? I'm like, Well, my guilty pleasure for the longest time was that I watched Keeping Up with a Kardashian, like reality TV show. Was my guilty pleasure for like the longest time. I know that people give the Kardashians a lot of smack. I like watching their show.
Me too.
I really like it. That's like my guilty pleasure. It's like an unpopular opinion now, especially with all the stuff that's going on with them. I live for the drama.
But you know what?
And I love drama channels.
As much as people hate on it, there's so much people that support it, obviously, because it's still in existence.
So basically reality TV. The bonus one, drama channels. I love listening to YouTube gossip.
Me too.
It's so bad. I really just eat the drama channels up. It's bad because it's not good to gossip. But I live for the drama.
At least you're not the one doing the gossiping. You just listen.
I do also like, I'm not gonna be holier than thou. I do gossip. Cause I feel like the tea is hotter when it's not your tea. But I do try my ultimate best to do it as nicely as possible. But if you're not a nice person, and it's the fact that you're not a nice person, I'm gonna just say how it is.
Yep. What's the saying? It's like a saying for stuff like that. It's not talking ish about a person, it's talking about a person that's ishy. I'm trying not to say shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of them are ishy. Yes, that's my guilty pleasure. Because, you know, it's not something like, it's funny because I would edit my weekly vlogs and of course I kill the audio most of the time. The audio's behind it. It's drama.
Oh, I do that too. Like when I'm doing my makeup.
Yeah.
Y'all can't hear it, but it's either a story time or something drama related.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a difference when you're just talking about what's going on versus talking shit about people. Some people just talking and don't even know what they're talking about, you know?
Yeah. Especially when it's like, when you're feeding into something that's clearly like negative and you keep on spreading it and making it bigger. Like one thing I will say is I don't engage.
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to it, but I'm not fighting in the comment section for anyone's honor. I'm not bashing anybody in the comment section. Honestly, I think it's a waste of time and I have better things to do. I will sit down, I will watch. That's the most that I will do. But it's very rare for me to get on the comments and give my 2 cents. I do it sometimes, but it's very, very rare. Like it has to be something that I resonate to. The drama channel that I love is Spill Sesh, and I think it's Spill Tea. I think that's the other one. You okay? You got chills?
Yeah, right in the middle of my head.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Why I like them is because they tend to be very neutral, and I've said this before, but they tend to be very nice about how they explain the drama. And I feel like they have the same thought process as me when they're like coming out with the facts, they're coming out with the receipts. Like how they think, opinions wise, I also tend to agree most of the time. So that's why I really like those drama channels.
Agreed. The ones I listen to, I most of the time agree.
Okay, what's your guilty pleasure? Now I'm curious too.
Can't tell y'all that. That's my guilty pleasure.
Think.
Probably being a barb, because I would say it's a guilty pleasure because sometimes I'm like, this is a little bit too much. The reason I'm so protective over Nikki is because I literally witness and see everything that she went through in the industry and what narratives have been painted to make her look a certain way.
Yeah.
And like things a lot of people don't know that people have said and done. And it's just like, that's what bothers me. It's like this lady gets a bad rep all the time when it's like, yeah, sometimes she says crazy things and she's not innocent all the time, but most of the time she's only acting out because someone started it. Yeah. So I feel like my guilty pleasure is that, and it's guilty because I get a little emotional behind it. Like when someone says something bad about her, I'm like, listen, if you don't like her, just don't even talk to me about it.
Yeah, just stay quiet about it. Cause you know Lala is a barb.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, like if you're not a barb and you don't respect the barb, then it's okay. There's other people you can see. I don't have to be mean about it. That's why, you know, like, I'm like, it's okay. If you don't have anything nice to say, then say anything. It's okay to stay quiet. Lala barb. Okay, so my question for you is, what song would be the best theme music for you? What would be the best theme music for you? What song would be your like theme music?
Like if I had like a show or something?
Yeah, it's only that one song. That's your theme music. I want to kind of imagine it too. Like, what would her theme music be if La show?
I feel like I would want something on the instrumental side.
It needs to be a song.
Oh.
Like an existing song.
Okay. The one I want to pick is just like literally, my brain is like, say it. But I'm like, I feel like it's not meaningful enough.
Say it.
Fuck the club up. Fuck the club up. I really love that song right now.
That would be your theme music?
Yeah. I feel like it's happy. You're going to turn up. And it has a good beat.
Okay.
Good twerk. Yeah, but it's not meaningful.
It's okay. It's your theme music. It's
Fuck
you.
the Club Up by Nicki Minaj.
There you have it.
I tried to think of something that wasn't Nicki.
But you a Barb. And you're gonna do what a Barb is gonna do.
Barb.
Support the rock queen. That's it. That
This
was my
was cool.
question. I liked it.
Okay, y'all, that is it. We are done interviewing each other. Again, go check out the second video for this video. I will have everything linked down below. I feel like I said that 30 times. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up. Leave us a comment down below. What was your favorite?
I hate when that happens.
I have a sleepy brain. Let us know what was like your favorite part of this video, or if there was anything that you felt relatable to and you have more input, comment down below. Subscribe to the Bestie.
And if you're returning, subscribe, darling. You already been here enough times. Just do it. Do it. Like she said in the other question.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see y'all in my next video. Okay.